What's going on, true believers? Almighty Tevin here, and it's been quite a while since seen you people, as DSP like to say. It's actually been almost 2 weeks, I think, since I even recorded a video for YouTube. Been doing other stuff, mostly streaming, and then I had restored my computer, which is why we don't have our nice Detractor Ball Z logo. It probably won't come back. Might come back. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I don't have that anymore. Streaming with a completely different program setup and layout and all that shit. So hopefully everything kind of work as good as I want it to work. Maybe not. But nothing really been going on with DSP for me to really talk about. Like he did his what is that shit called? His fan appreciation. Complete ass tier fan appreciation, like complete fucking garbage. And when he originally canceled it, it was because he thought more people would be able to do it. He still barely got people to do it. Most of the people that did it was trolls, not even very good ones, but that's a different discussion. We're not talking about that here. But yeah. Fan appreciation is over with. I don't think any Patreon people was in it, even though they're supposed to get priority access. But I guess none of them wanted it. And remember, like, Patreon people were supposed to have, like, a special segment in some Christmas thing or some holiday thing. Yeah, none of that ever happened. So, yeah, Patreon people didn't do anything. And the people I gave DSP $75 got nothing. At least as far as doing a special cameo in something, they got nothing. So congrats. But this is a weekend preview, January 3rd, 2016. New game, exclamation mark. Year end continues / games conclude. Likes and dislikes are still disabled. He still disabled likes and dislikes on his pre-streams every day too. Let's refresh. Wow, these views are really fucking low. Normally this would have more views by this time of the day. Sorry if I sound kind of weird. It's really late at night when I'm recording this, like I usually do. And the later you get in the day, the more whisper voice I get. But whatever. Let's see what's going on with our good buddy Dark Surfer Phil. After about 12 seconds of silence. Well, hopefully you had a good New Year's. Hopefully you had a good Christmas or a good time of the year. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Mine was pretty alright, besides my keyboard breaking, and now I got to get a new one. But, besides that, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci, dude. Hello, everyone. Click, click.
Hello everyone!
Hello everyone!
Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview. Happy New Year! Yes, welcome to the first weekend preview of 2016.
You look really funny.
Tonight is January 3rd, 2016 in particular. And let's talk. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that's
like he looks exceptionally pale.
Shortly. There's a lot of stuff that's in process
I should fix
right
the colors in
So I want to give everyone a
OBS
cumulative update on everything that's going on so that everyone is in the know, alright?
In the know.
So, right now, I am kind of in the midst of my year-end series, as you know. I have completed one of them. I'm in the middle of and probably will conclude with the next day or two another series. And then I got 3 more to go. One of them's pretty short, but in the funniest moments that you're voting on right now, as well as the Game of the Year awards, are going to be the longer length series, okay? So I'm in the midst of those. While I'm doing that, I am currently now juggling on
that looks better.
And I'm basically trying to finish up
Kinda.
a lot of stuff
You look more
that
pale
I've been working
now.
on now for a little while. And while I'm finishing that up, I also want to keep people interested. I don't want people who maybe aren't interested in these ongoing playthroughs to be bored and tune out and come back, you know, in 3 weeks or something. I want them to obviously be entertained.
Thankfully,
so I've been working on
some of my
stuff
keyboards
as well,
still work.
Some new stuff coming up
So
this
let's
particular
try.
week.
Yep. Thankfully, some of my keyboards still work. The space button don't work though, which makes it kind of useless. But I can still hit the K button.
I did a Conker's Bad Fur Day HD marathon, 7 hours of gameplay. It was actually more than I had intended on going. It was, the stream itself was over 8 hours long. And
about this, I can't really say how long it was. I didn't really watch all of it. I watched like maybe 2 hours. And I don't really care about Conker's Bad Fur Day. Never played it when it was new, never played it since. Never even watched the playthrough of it. So I didn't really care. So I don't know how long it was. I doubt it was 7 hours of gameplay. Because okay. I know for a fact he took about 45 minutes worth of breaks, I believe. I think he only took like 2 or 3 breaks. And he streamed from about, I don't know, 1 his time to like 9 his time. I don't know. I'm rambling, but 7 hours of gameplay, maybe.
Honestly, the game is outdated. Obviously, the game's from 2001.
But you gotta
really
give him
it.
more
Like,
money
it's
if you want him to
adult-oriented,
beat it.
It's funny.
So,
It's
whatever.
got really just
It's dead.
shocking
Not
stuff
worth talking
and a lot of
about.
gore and stuff and sexual content. It's a pretty good game.
Sexual content.
So I'm enjoying that. The videos are live on DSP Gaming for those who were not available on New Year's
Sexual
Day. Check out
content. That is a
stream.
weird way to
And the
word it.
question has been passed my way multiple times. Will I be continuing on with that game? So I'll
No.
address that up front right here in this weekend.
More money, please.
Not immediately, meaning not in the near future. I've got a lot of other stuff on my plate and a lot of other stuff I'm trying to finish up before I want to jump into, oh, let's do Conquer. Okay.
Like this guy 5 or Talos Principle.
Okay. I would consider doing it
Parasite
as a
Eve.
future marathon, a future event. This isn't the kind of game, though, that I would just sit down and do as a normal playthrough. Because
Why?
ultimately, not a lot of people are super interested in an old school game. It's that simple.
Bullshit.
You need a game for a niche audience, right? There's a certain group of people who want to see me play it. And it just so happened that it won out in a poll for a marathon for a Patreon, and that's why I did it.
Whatever.
So, the answer to your question is not immediately, not this
So
month,
more people want to
but
see
in the future,
Yakuza?
there's a
Yeah,
possibility
right.
that I will go back either in another marathon or something else, a special
More
event,
people
and I
want
will
to see him
do
play
the rest of the
Undertale?
month.
Yeah, right.
Okay? It's definitely
Maybe
not
they
dead
get
in the water.
salty
I like
about
the
his
game, I
fucking
wanna play
choices or
it.
something.
So what am I busy with right now? What am I doing? Well, I'm juggling a lot of stuff. As you know, after I finished up fan
Let me turn my
appreciation
headphones
stuff
down. I
last
might be
week,
getting
I
an
jumped
echo.
right back into Yakuza 5. So I am continuing on with that playthrough, and boy, has that playthrough changed. For those who don't know, the third character in the game is Haruka, the girl. She's a 16-year-old girl who was at the orphanage with Kazuma.
As I always say when we do these videos, this is the weekend preview. And we talking about stuff he already did.
And she is a character who's been in
He should have kept doing a
Yakuza
weekend
series,
review.
pretty much all the games. And now she's becoming a teen pop idol, and you have to play as her, learning how to dance and sing and do mini games and press events. It's freaking weird. It has nothing to do with the other gameplay of the Yakuza games, so it's a breath of fresh air. I just don't know how long the segment is, but I'm continuing on with Yakuza 5, doing that, all right? This week, I want to finish up Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I got about 1 session left.
Wow,
to finish
you've
the
been
entire
playing that
game,
for so fucking
all right?
long.
And this week, I'm going to take
Jesus
the time out
Christ.
to finally return to Assassin's Creed Syndicate and do the post-game content that I wanted to do for 2 months now.
2
I just didn't have the
months?
opportunity to because I was so busy with all the other new releases.
BTW, that Assassin's Creed Syndicate review, that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 review, that Halo 5, I think it's 5 review, that Fallout 4 review. Is DSP gonna come out with like 5 reviews the day he make his new YouTube channel? Stay tuned.
All right. So this week is going to have a lot of continuing stuff and finishing stuff. But in addition to all of that,
That was a lot, 3
I also want
games.
to start something new. And the 2 options that I'm laying out there for a game that I'm going to start this Tuesday, okay? Number 1, it's kind of the sleeper hit of 2015.
This is amazing, by the way. He talked about this on his pre-stream earlier. I usually watch those no matter what for shenanigans. But he talked about this in his pre-stream. I don't know if he's going to mention it here, but in his pre-stream, he said he was going to do a poll on Undertale or GTA, I think it's Liberty City Stories. I think. He said he was going to do a poll on it, but he said his poll wasn't going to determine what he played. He just want to know if people are interested. So it's a jack me off poll. Let me know if you're interested, guys, but your vote isn't going to determine anything. That's so
The game that no one knew what the hell it
lame.
was until all of a sudden it became virally
You telling
popular
people
on
they
the internet,
wasting
and
their
now
time
everyone
voting on a
wants to see me
poll.
play it.
And of course you can
Undertale.
say, "Oh, Tevin, it doesn't take 5 seconds to vote on a poll." This is the internet. People see everything as wasting their time.
That's number 1.
Just like
first
these
option,
videos.
Okay. The other option is a game that people have now been asking me to
People
play
see
for
5
over
seconds
2.5
as a waste of
years,
time
a game
on
that
the
is
internet.
the final game in a series outside of which I've played every other major installment. That's right, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
What about
The only
Chinatown
Grand
Stories?
Theft Auto game left
Or whatever it was
that I
called.
haven't played.
Chinatown Wars.
And I've been looking for an opportunity of a time when I should
Why
do
you
it.
ain't play
and quite
that?
honestly, now it's been a year since I touched
You get a
anything Grand
PSP
Theft Auto.
emulator.
There's a lot of downtime in January, and this would be a great time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, just so everyone knows, there's no real new releases in January. You've got Resident Evil 0, the remake.
You can question this literally every time DSP say it. No real new releases in January. See, but when he says that, he only mean like mainstream shit and like kind of hyped indie shit and console shit. He pretty much doesn't even consider PC when he talks about this. If you look at indie shit and PC shit, gaming is never dead, pretty much.
Capcom, that's coming
But
out
whatever.
on January 19th. And then, I believe a week later, or the week later,
The
Lego
week
Avengers
later?
comes out. Now, I'm not going to do Lego Avengers as like a mainstream playthrough. If I do
Mainstream
do it, maybe a co-op
playthrough.
I do with Leanna. Apparently, the game goes through all the Avengers movies, and I mean,
fuck
they're
is a
individual
mainstream
movies, like Captain
playthrough?
America and Thor and stuff like that, and the Avengers movies. So I'm interested in doing it, but it's not something I want to dedicate a ton of time to as a mainstream playthrough. I'd rather do it as maybe like once a week I do co-op with Leanna or something like that, just like we tackled Lego Jurassic World way back when in the summer of 2015, and people really liked that playthrough.
People really liked it. Color me fucking surprised.
So, my main focus this month is to finish up the stuff I'm working on.
BTW, you know if he do another playthrough with Panda Lee, it's gonna take forever for it to finish, like forever, cause they not good at playing games together, believe it or not, and also believe it or not, they don't have much wow, I really can't think of the word, not charisma. Somebody will fucking know what word I'm talking about. I can't think of it right now.
Obviously, I'm going to do Resident Evil 0 when it's out, but it's going to
And
be
I'm not gonna sit here
Undertale,
and
it's gonna
pause
be
for
Grand
20
Theft
minutes
Auto
to think of a
Liberty City
word.
Stories. I just haven't decided which one I want to start this week. The thing is, I want to start both of them. I'm definitely not doing both of them this week. Let me explain why. There's too much else going on. With one day, it's
Okay. I think he could actually beat Undertale in like 3 streams. Isn't that game like 7 hours long or some shit? I don't know.
going to be
No,
Assassin's
whatever.
Creed Syndicate. One day's going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider. At least one day, if not more,
This
is gonna
guy
be
5?
Yakuza. There's no way I can start 2 new games this week. It's not going to happen. I'm going to start one this week and play it 1 or 2 sessions, and then next week, once I finish up with those other things like Rise of the Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed,
This guy
I'll
5?
have more time to focus on it, so I'll be juggling 2-3 games. All right. So, what is it going to be? You can give me feedback.
By the way, this
I'm
guy
gonna make
5
this
is
abundantly
dead.
clear.
This is just a
I'm
running
not
joke
going
at
to
this
make my
point.
decision based off of a poll, but I am going to make a poll because I'm interested in what people.
He's not going to base the decision off the poll, but he's going to make a poll because he wants you to tell him that you want to see something. You understand how ridiculous this is? It's like one of those shitty polls. Nah, I guess one of those shitty questionnaires you used to get in the manual of a PlayStation 1 game where it asks you all kind of questions, but the questions, like, your answer doesn't mean anything.
Are thinking,
Insane.
Would you rather see me play Grand Theft Auto, this tried and true series? That
Would
I
you
played
rather
with
see me
people
play this
who
really
play
popular
throughs,
game
or would you
from
rather see
years
me take a
ago,
shot at a
or
game
this
like
really
Undertale,
popular
which I've
game
heard
that
is a
everybody
very
is
unique
on
style,
right now
turn-based RPG
because
with
it's
lots
popular
of
now?
twists and things. I don't know. I haven't played it. I really haven't spoiled myself on it. I don't know.
I
too
bet
much
you
about it,
Undertale won the
but I'm
poll,
interested
but
in both. Okay.
what is winning
so
the
I'm gonna
poll
put a poll
if
up
the
tonight on
fucking
Twitter
vote don't
at They
matter?
Call Me DSP. Please
Whatever.
vote in this poll. Understand, I may make a decision that doesn't jive with the results of the poll, but I'm curious to hear everyone's feedback on the subject. All right. So this Tuesday, I will be starting one of those new things. So let's go day by day.
Fucking
through the
circle
week.
jerk poll.
Then I'm going to talk about some long-term things, including a schedule update that I need to make so you know what games I'll be playing over the next few months.
Like, we got to talk about this again. It's just phenomenal for someone to ask for feedback and then tell the people up front, your feedback does not matter. I just want to know. That is fucking amazing. You got all of these, but you got people that actually care and not trolls, and you ask them to waste their time.
Well as a patron
Voting
update
in the fucking
and
poll,
a lot
it
of
doesn't
other
matter.
stuff, okay, an update on the new channel too. I want to give you that. But let's talk about the schedule this week first. Tonight, as soon as I'm done with this week's
Took us
preview,
7 minutes
I'm
to
gonna
get to the
spend a couple
schedule.
hours working on the year-end series. I'd
Schedule.
love to pump out maybe 1 or 2 more episodes of my favorite playthroughs of the year. I released 2 episodes of this earlier in the week, and then I got busy with other stuff. I'm coming back to it tonight, and I hopefully. I
By
can
the
finish it up.
way, I feel like I could spoil this in the video. His year-end series bullshit, like all of the videos when he finally done with the whole playlist, well, all the playlists, I'm gonna do one big ass video about those videos, which is gonna be fun. So stay tuned for that if you give a fuck. And I didn't watch, no, I watched part 10 and 9 of his most disappointing. And somebody spoiled me on another one. But pretty much after watching 10 and 9, I was like, oh man, I gotta share my experiences with this. Because he, it's DSP.
Tomorrow, probably more than likely tomorrow, okay?
It's DSP. That's the best way I can explain it.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate returns to stream. I'll be doing
he as bad as me
content
as far as having a bad opinion.
You beat the game, which is
maybe
the Queen of
maybe
Queen
worse.
Elizabeth missions, as well as possibly the last. I think there's 1 or 2 mystery investigation missions I never did, and then there's also a World War Easter egg that I want to do. Okay, so there's like 3 major things that'll be my focus of that stream, and that'll be a good send off for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Tuesday, the new game, whatever the new game is that I decide, I'll be playing on Tuesday as my gameplay stream.
So let me get it straight. It's Sunday currently. He recording his weekend preview on Sunday, and he doesn't know what he's going to play on Tuesday. But the weekend preview is supposed to tell us what he's going to do over the course of the week. But he don't even know what he's doing Tuesday yet. Wow, that business.
Wednesday, I'm going to be jumping back into Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That is quite a business you run, sir. You don't even know what you're doing 2 days from now.
All right, Rise of the Tomb Raider is now done. You know,
and most of the people that watch this are going to see it on Monday, so you don't even know what you're doing tomorrow.
Okay? Thursday, Friday will probably be a mix between Yakuza 5 and whatever the new game is that I started.
Whatever it is, I don't fucking know. Show up Tuesday to figure out.
Probably be Yakuza 5 and whatever the new game is that I'm playing for the week. I'll juggle those over the weekend as well, so it will at least be 2 to 3 streams of each of those games until we hit next week. All right. Now I didn't mention the second half of the day. Every single day, because the bottom line is the second half of the day, as you know, this year is different. My schedule is now very different. I'm not focusing on gameplay all the time. Second half of every day will be the year-end series. So what I'm hoping is Monday night, hopefully I can finish the...
By the way, he looks really dumb wearing that beanie like that. But whatever.
My favorite playthroughs of 2015, and maybe start working on the next series, which will start on Tuesday.
Should wear a bandana in all my videos.
That happened to DSP Gaming as a business this year.
It can't be as bad as a beanie,
series,
right?
Maybe 1 or 2 videos. It probably won't be too long. It's just going to be me discussing the positives and the negatives that happened to my business this year, because a lot of people don't really.
Okay, best and worst of DSP Gaming, positives and negatives of his business. Okay, negative, copyright strike. Negative, pay cut maybe. Negative views maybe. Negative SWAT. Negative DDoS attack. Positive Patreon. Positive playing new games and different games because of Patreon. Positive fan interaction? No. Positive, well, it can't be moving across the country. He did that last year. Well, the year before last. Positive, I don't know, Instagram followers. Positive. Positive. I don't know. I can't think of any more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else he could possibly come up with.
Gee, what happened? And the bottom line is there were lots of great positive improvements, and there were a lot of setbacks and detriments this year, and I want to talk about them all publicly in like a countdown, okay?
You talked about them publicly, publicly almost every day.
The fan-voted funniest moments of 2015 will begin. So this is literally your last shot to vote on what you think were the funniest moments. If you haven't yet, head to the
That's our last shot to vote, guys.
There's 3 threads there on the forums. Vote.
Does he have the link in the description? You fucking moron. He don't have it in the description.
Vote. Because
so go to my website and find it and vote.
Those polls are going to be hidden, so the results are not revealed. And I'm going to, okay, here they are. Here's the top 10 as voted. Now, keep in mind, I always do honorable mentions. I always usually have like an extra moment in the countdown as well. So that's what I'm going to do this year. So that.
Nitpick time. It's kind of dumb / weird how he does his countdowns, because, okay, it's a top 10, but then each number of the top 10 has an honorable mention, which will make it a top 20. It's
There's some
weird.
extra stuff there for
Really,
everyone.
really
Yeah,
weird.
maybe it's
And by the
around
way,
20 funny
I
moments.
accidentally have Twitch open over here, so make sure to follow my good buddy Nova Enforce on Twitch, because apparently his stream refreshed. Maybe. Yep, it refreshed. That's why
Based
I had
off of the 3
his audio
polls, that
coming
we
through
had
again.
set up, so should be pretty good. Should
I
be
had
a
it
pretty
paused.
good countdown this year, and then immediately following the end of that series, which probably is honestly going to take me to the weekend.
Nice
will be my
headphones
Game
in the
of Year
background, by the
award.
way.
So over the next 2 weeks, you can see the conclusion of all of my year-end series, and then once those year-end series conclude,
We gotta wait until almost the end of January to get the conclusion of the year-end series. Okay then.
immediately I'm going to start with my changes. What are my changes? Well, I'm going to do more vlogging on the King of Hate
Wait,
vlog.
wait. So it's gonna be almost February before he goes into his changes. By the way, my board is fucked up because it's whatever. I might leave it like that. It look kind of cool that
stuff
way.
daily. It won't just be about gaming. It may be an
With the
observation
white
about
border
something in
around
the
me and
news,
no
or it
white
may be an
border under me.
observation about something in my life. It may be a vlog just of me walking around the house doing something daily, because you could join me. Maybe more hamster vlogs, which I stopped doing.
A vlog
Alright,
of
it's not
him
gonna be
walking around the
every
house.
day, but I am going to be doing more
Oh.
vlogging.
Poll time, because people like polls that they can't really make an actual outcome by voting. That's not the right words. It's like 3 in the morning. But poll time. Would you rather hamster vlogs from our good friend Dog Surferfield, or would you rather guinea pig vlogs from your good buddy Almighty Tevin? And I'm sure that's a very very one-sided poll, obviously. But I'm really fucking bad at talking today. Sorry about that. But make an honest decision. Your decision won't matter at all. I just want to know what people think, because doing that is okay apparently.
Because I really felt like I dropped the ball in 2015 with the vlogging, and people like it, and I didn't do enough of it. All right.
All
Now,
right.
in conjunction with that, I'm going to be doing more
Conjunction-
edited videos for this new channel,
junction?
which I'm hoping to
What's
launch
your
around
function?
mid-month, maybe mid to late January. I'd like to launch this new channel that's going to be focused solely on edited stuff. So
That
you're gonna see
external
game
fan is
reviews.
loud as
You're
fuck.
going to see
I wonder if
countdowns,
people
right?
watching this could
All
hear
that
it.
stuff. I've mentioned this a million times before, so I don't want to really go too far into it right now until I'm ready to really launch it. But I'm going to start working on stuff for that channel. So I'm going to be, maybe not necessarily having videos out immediately for you, but I'm going to have maybe a batch of videos that I can put live on that channel for when the channel does go live, so people can see them and be like, oh, so this is what the channel is.
But the
okay?
channel is live
So that's
now.
kind
You're
of
just
the deal.
not telling us what it is.
This week, focusing in on finishing stuff up and starting up a new game and continuing Yakuza and year-end series. Next week, whatever the other game is, I didn't start.
Why are we
this
talking
week,
about
doing
next
that,
week?
Plus Yakuza, plus the game from this week. Maybe finishing up some stuff and the year-end series. The week after that, which will be
The week
3rd of
after?
January, is basically going to be Resident Evil 0 plus everything ongoing with gameplay.
The week
and I'm gonna be
after.
starting
We
to
talking
work
about
on the
shit
new
3
stuff,
weeks
the
from now.
released vlogging and the edited series. Now,
Amazing.
hopefully by say the end of the 3rd week.
Wait,
of
let
January,
me get this straight. He don't even know what he doing Tuesday, but he telling us about shit he doing a week after next.
maybe I'll be ready to launch the new YouTube channel, hit the ground running, boom.
Hit the
and take
ground
off
running,
with the new
boom,
videos
take
and,
off.
All kinds of stuff. A lot of people have been asking me, where are the reviews?
A lot of
where Are
people.
the reviews? You haven't reviewed a game in like 3 months.
We wave our arms
What's
around
going
when we
on?
ask
It's very
questions.
simple. I was too busy. I was too busy with all
Too
the new
busy.
stuff, right? I was doing so much gameplay. There's so many.
He was too busy playing games, even though he played games the same amount of time every day. But for some reason, he was more busy this time of the year, even though he played games the same amount, no matter what day it is, no matter what month it is. I talked about this before, like a couple of months ago. It's so insane when he say he have less time a certain time of the year, because no matter what time of the year it is, he play games the same amount anyway. It makes no fucking sense.
Games that I was playing that I didn't have
There's
the
a mouse
opportunity
curse
to
on
do
the
any
screen,
game
by the way.
reviews. And
Sorry
now
about
here
that.
I am in January. What's the point of working on and editing and rushing out a review of Fallout 4, right? When it could be maybe the first thing to
Oh,
launch.
by the way, I might as well say this when we kind of moderately early on in this video. No audio only version of this video this time, because I'm still in the middle of reinstalling programs. And yeah, the program I would use to do that isn't installed. And I'm not installing some weird shit to do it quick and easy, because installing weird shit does not work out.
a new channel in 2015. It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Learn it the hard
that's
way,
kind of the
Kappa.
approach I'm taking here, is that I want to have a balance of content on that channel.
Balanced
and I want to have
content.
some stuff built up for it when it launches. That's why you're not seeing me rush out game reviews and stuff like that. And you know, a lot of people, oh, the game's already old, who cares about the review? It's not about views. It's just about having content on the channel so people can understand at first what that channel is going to be when it launches, rather than, oh, here's the new channel, there's no video, so you have no idea what it is, and eventually I'll get a countdown out there, but who knows, you know?
This logic makes no sense, because when he first like announces his new channel, not his news channel, his new channel, his current viewers are gonna sub to it. New people aren't gonna see his new channel for a while. The way he talking is like a new common YouTuber that never heard of DSP is gonna immediately find his new channel. That shit might take months. They're not gonna find his channel overnight. And he, like, I don't know why he just don't say, hey y'all, this is my new channel, no videos on it yet. Sub to it if you want to see videos. But no, he doing it this fucking cowardly ass, creepy ass way, because he don't want people to shit on it before he can try to get off the ground with it. But in reality, like, how long does it really take to get off the ground with a YouTube channel? 6 months, 7 months, if you lucky? You know, some people had YouTube channels since like fucking 2009 and ain't get off the ground yet. So I don't know what DSP think he's gonna accomplish in a short amount of time. Maybe the YouTube Illuminati is gonna help him. Who fucking knows?
I don't want to do that. I want to have stuff on there so people are like, oh, okay, let me subscribe now. This is the go-to place where Phil's going to do reviews and stuff from now on, all right? So that's the deal with all of that. Now you know exactly what's going to happen this week. There's a few things I want to hit now.
Another good point. This is super fucking nitpicking, thinking too much about it time. But another good point. Okay, he got 2 channels now. He got the King of Hay Vlogs, which is vlogs, is gaming reviews and videos like this. And his podcast, they're not real podcasts. It's just a dude fucking talking in front of a camera. It's a video cast, if anything. But, okay, what if you sub to the King of Hay Vlogs for reviews? Now you're going to unsub, right? And you're going to sub to the new channel. So I wouldn't be surprised if the King of Hay Vlogs lost subs, because the King of Hay Vlogs is going to be like hamster videos and shit. And it's going to be hamster videos, the weekend preview, and Ask the King, because the Hate Live is pretty much going to go away. So it's going to be hamster vlogs, Ask the King, and the weekend preview. Why would you sub to that channel? What is to sub to? You know, you could just, and DSP tries it. So maybe some people will stay subbed and continue to sub for DSP tries it. But I feel like the reviews kept some subs there. And now he's going to send those people to a new channel, and this channel is going to look worse now. But I might be wrong.
Bullet points in my head. Number 1.
You know, some people just never unsub the channels.
No
people
idea
like
right
me.
now what games I'm playing.
I never unsub the channels. I just fucking stopped watching it.
Schedule. You're absolutely right. I need to buy a new calendar. My calendar over here on my wall in my office is for 2015. It's
Let me get
outdated.
it straight.
It's done.
He runs a business. In January has started, and he don't even have a calendar for 2016 yet. Wow.
So this weekend,
how is this possible?
On Saturday, when I usually do my errands, Leanne and I are going to go hit up Staples. We're going to buy a new wall calendar.
How do you not have a calendar
roll it
yet?
out, put it up, and probably when I put it up,
a video.
I'm gonna fill it out, and as I fill it out, maybe I'll film a video. And so
oh
next
my
week,
God,
not
a
this
calendar
week,
video.
Next week, you'll see the new schedule update video that'll come out and explain all of the stuff that I'm planning to play in the early months of
fucking
2016,
calendar video.
Let me tell you, February, March, and April are all very heavy months with games this year. Like, super
are they really?
Loaded stuff people have been waiting for, games that got delayed, tons of stuff coming out.
What games?
And I definitely want to let you know how I'm going to be approaching
Street Fighter?
All right, so that's coming in about a little bit over a week's time. That's number 1. Number 2. I have good and bad news.
I can't think of anything else.
Patreon.
I'm sure
If you
people
don't
in the
give a shit
comments
about
will tell me.
Patreon, feel free to skip this segment, but there are people who want to know, because the goal that was set for the month of December, if we hit the funding level, was that we're going to do a rocket.
Okay, My opinion on this Patreon bullshit. I low-key kind of hope he don't get the money to do the rockathon, but then at the same time I kind of do, because think about it. If he gets, like, if he $5 under the goal to do the rockathon, right? That mean he got more than $1,000 from his fans, like legit fucking fans, because they're giving him money, and he not doing anything. He not streaming more, nothing. I mean, they gave him money. It's a straight up donation. It's not even a pledge. It's a straight up, here's some money. You don't have to do anything. And I kind of hope he get the money to do the rockathon, because then he has to make himself sit down and play Rock Band for 7 hours, which is allegedly fun to him, even though he don't want to do it unless he get a certain amount of money. And even if you say, oh, I don't want him to hit the goal because he doesn't deserve that money, he already got more than $1,000 anyway. It's not like he's going to either get the money to do the rockathon or he's going to get nothing. Even if he don't do the rockathon, he still got more than $1,000. I'd rather he get that money and do something for his little fans than he get all that money, do nothing for his fans, and then they just give him more money next month. But
2.0, the Rock Band Marathon that
that's all
I
I
did
got
back
to say
in
about
November
that.
was so successful, people wanted to see it again right away. So the goal is we hit this, funding level was going to be.
It was so successful, people wanted to see it again right away, but they didn't
let me
pay
give the positive first.
enough.
We had more people pledging to my Patreon account in December than ever before.
More people pledged because more people were trolls. But okay.
By far, the most people pledged in a month ever. I think at this point we're almost. I think it was over 200. I don't even know. It was over 200. I know that, but I don't know how many. But
remember when he
tons of people,
first started his
thank you
Patreon,
so much if you did.
and the
That
goals
support
was
is
like
so needed,
lower,
especially
and
right
he had
now.
more, and it was fun and unique and different.
I'm just starting to feel the effects of the pay cut that I took with Machinima, and it's going to start hurting me, and that is going to help me. All right, but the bad news is we had 28 people, the most ever,
28
declined
trolls
with their pledges. So it sucks.
Trolls
it's like,
and
wow,
negative
more
dicks.
people pledged than ever before, but then 28 people got declined for whatever reason.
For whatever
and unfortunately,
reason.
we did not hit the goal. It was hundreds of dollars
Hundreds
of
of
funding
dollars.
pledges that didn't get processed. Now, I've already been in contact with 3 people who claim that they fixed it, and they think that Patreon should just recharge it this week. If those go through, we've hit the goal. So if those 2 people, if their pledges go through, we've hit the goal, and we're going to do the Rockathon, all right? I'll let you know.
I just want to say, it's really, really, really fucking sad that hundreds of people gave this dude money, and all hundreds, that's not the right word, but you get what I mean, all hundreds of those people, all those people have to count on 2 people to send the right info to Patreon so they can have a rockathon. And if those 2 people turn out to be liars or trolls, no rockathon for you. You gave DSP money so he could go out to arcades every weekend and take pictures of food. Exciting.
The bottom line is I messaged all 28 people on Patreon, and by the way, most
all of
those
those
people were
paying
previous
fans
pledgees. It wasn't like,
gotta count
here's
on
a joking
fucking
giant
other people
pledge, and it's not me, I'm a troll, I'm not going to do
for
it. No,
something to
these are
happen.
people who had
Wow.
ongoing pledges, and for whatever reason they got declined this month, all right? So I sent mass messages on Patreon.
So they
Please,
was,
if you pledged in
wait,
December,
according to what he said, those people wasn't trolls. They were ongoing people, and the money just didn't clear this month. Huh.
check your inbox. You may be one of the people. If you can fix that info, we could do the Rockathon. I want to tell everyone Rockathon, but I got to stick to my guns. I have to basically stick to it, because if I don't hit the funding level and then I just do the Rockathon anyway, then what's the incentive, right? People won't have incentive to pledge anymore. Well, I pledged to see the Rockathon. He didn't hit it. He did it anyway. So why would I ever pledge again? He's just going to do all the events. So I'm not going to do that. I have to.
But see, you got to look at it both ways. You can say, oh, well, I don't know where I'm going with this, by the way. I'm just fucking pulling this out of the fucking sky and hoping I can come up with something, because I understand where I want to go, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. But, yeah, you can say, oh, well, I pledged the DSP last month, and he didn't hit the goal, but he did the Rockathon anyway. So why should I pledge next month if he's going to do it anyway? But then, okay, I might have lost that one. I might not be able to have that one. I'll let you know if I can come up with it. I feel like I was going somewhere good with it.
To get people to pledge and wait for me to thank
Just fucking
you
forgot.
for hitting a funding level. So you got to hit it. So let's see what happens over the next few days. I'll keep everyone in the loop. You should stay tuned to my pre-streams where I usually talk about that stuff. And, of course, my Twitter, I also update everyone. Oops.
Let's watch the pre-streams and follow them on Twitter.
Okay.
Wonderful. Take a sip.
Now, in regards to this month's Patreon, I am mulling it over in my head, and I think I know what I'm going to do for the gold level this month, but I'm not going to reveal it yet.
He's not going to tell us yet.
And then I'll update my Patreon page.
Of course.
And then we'll go from there. I think people are really going to like it. It's something
people
that I've
are
been
really
asked
going to
for a
like
while,
it.
so I think people are going to like it. Okay. Outside
But they
of
get
that,
to vote again.
Quite honestly, there's not a
$5
heck
to
of a
vote.
lot else going on besides me getting through all the stuff I'm in right now. And
Oh, by the way, another thing that happened, he got another copyright strike. At least according to his Twitter, another copyright strike from a good buddy, Jackie Chan. He didn't make a video about it, thankfully. And he not really bitching about it, thankfully. He did kind of go on a slight tirade on Twitter, but I'm not, I don't really talk about tweets and shit in videos, because if I did, I would probably never stop making videos, because he say a lot of dumb shit on Twitter, and he getting a lot of petty arguments on Twitter. But yeah, that happened too. Not really a big deal. At least I don't think it is. And at this point, DSP don't really treat copyright strikes like a thing. Like they kind of happen. He say they happen. He might bitch about it. And then, like, the problem with him and these copyright strikes, the way he treated, like, oh, Machinima was going to get rid of it. But you shouldn't be all right with getting them. But whatever. If you don't treat it like a big deal, fuck it. I guess it's not a big deal.
This week in particular, I'm supposed to be talking.
Even though he obviously was salty about it when it happened.
About getting this channel partnered as a managed partner, getting that set up ahead of time. And I'm going to actually try at least to try to figure out some kind of artwork or something I could do for the channel, even though I can't use any art that's not mine, because if I do, then I'll get false copyright strikes, and I'm terrible. I'm not good at graphic design or Photoshop, so I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. And the bottom line is, I can't really tell anyone either. Like,
okay, DSP. You do YouTube for a living. You make money on YouTube. You make more than $1,000 a month on Patreon. And it didn't come to your mind to just give some dude on the internet like $20 and make him sign a fucking PDF document saying that they can't file a copyright strike or some shit and that you own the fucking rights to it and you have artwork. Is that fucking simple? Is that fucking simple? DSP can't even do that. He can't spend like $20 on artwork. Oh my God. It's so many graphic designers just on Twitter that could do shit for you for a really low fucking price. And it'll look good. But no. He still want people to do shit for him for free.
Because if I do, I've revealed the name of the channel, and now who knows if it gets out, then it's going to kind of spoil everything, and I don't want to do that. So,
yet again, he can make somebody sign a waiver.
I'm going to see what we can do.
You not saying who fucking what the fucking channel is. You not spoiling it. If you do, you ain't getting paid. I don't know.
The bottom line is there's a waiting period. I don't know how many people know
really,
this now.
really
changed the way that
stupid
YouTube worked. When you make a new channel, it used to be you make a new channel, and immediately you could just pick whatever channel name you want, and you're done. Okay? Then they changed it. They made it so that you can make a new channel, but you also have to have a Google Plus account that links with this new channel, and the name of your Google Plus account is the name of your channel. They did away with that now. Now it's you can make a new channel, and YouTube randomly assigns you the most ridiculously complex address.
Now, when I heard him say this, I was kind of, they must have, like, this must be super fucking recent, because the channel I'm on now, when I originally made this channel about, I don't know, 11 months ago, I think, I was able to give it whatever name I wanted. So this must be a super recent change.
It's possible, so no one could possibly.
It's kind of stupid though. You need 100 subs before you can get yourself a custom name.
30 days is in good standing. If you get, I believe it's 100 subscribers.
That's really fucking
you have, like,
lame.
A channel art, like a logo and an artwork for the top of your page. You immediately can pick your
this
own name.
motherfucker
Now,
stream refreshed again. Good lord, Nova.
But you can try to get whatever
Nova
name
trolling
you want.
my video.
And I'm hoping I can get a pretty good, decent name for this YouTube channel, so that it's at least close to the idea that I have for it.
Oh, I
so
can't wait to see what he named this
suck
channel.
If, like, you know,
I can't
here's my
fucking
new
wait.
channel, and you could find it at you know, and this is just an example, Phil Gaming 524Z6. Wow, fuck that. No one's ever going to find that channel. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Hopefully I get, like, a name that I'm looking for, and it should be good. But that's what I'm working on right now. Behind the scenes, I'm kind of doing this.
Behind the scenes.
That's already in process.
Working with the YouTube Illuminati.
Days, and I'm waiting. I got to work out with Machinima this week to get it partnered and do all that. And once all that's in place, then I'm going to start working on the content for it, and then we'll be able to hit the...
It's kind of bullshit, but then at the same time, it's kind of not, but it still kind of is, that he got a brand new channel and Machinima partnering it already. Like, that channel is not going to get any kind of fucking views. And it's probably other people that deserve it more. Even though I don't know if anybody would want to be with Machinima, but still, money is money. I'm sure it's people that deserve it more. But he make a brand new channel that's going to be like trash as far as views, I'm sure. And he can get a part of day one. But okay,
ground running later this
good
month.
for you, DSP.
So for all those people wondering what's going on with the new
Good
channel, that's the bottom line. I'll have more info.
Working with
that
that YouTube Illuminati.
Hopefully it'll be good news, and you know, I'm excited for the launch of this new channel. I think that people are really going to like it. There's going to be people who literally used to be a huge fan of mine, but can't keep up with the playthroughs anymore, right? And now this is going to be the...
It's amazing that DSP think it's like a large amount of people, a large amount of people that don't sub to him. Remember him from 2009 and 2010 and 2011, and they're gonna sub to his new channel because they don't sub to his current channel because he uploads too much. But they're gonna sub to his new one. But remember, he don't want this new channel to be associated with himself. But he hope old people that didn't sub to him because he uploaded too much come to his new channel. Makes no sense.
Once a week I could watch Phil do like a best of the worst of the week recap
Makes
video.
no
That's
fucking
cool.
sense.
Wow, I don't have time to watch Phil's entire playthrough of this game.
Just pause and reflect on that. The new channel isn't gonna have anything to do with me. It won't be tied to me. But I want old people that used to watch me to find a new channel and remember me and sub to the new channel.
Montage of his fails in the game. Let's watch that. Oh, here's a game review. Great. That's the kind of stuff that a lot of people want to watch now because they don't have time to watch insane amounts of gameplay videos anymore. And I understand that. But I'm still
why is Twitch so popular?
Videos, right? In fact, it's a necessary
People don't
thing.
have time to watch his gameplay videos.
To make the other videos. So it all works hand in hand. It's going to be good. I think it's really going to work hand in hand. It's going to come out nicely. All right.
It won't.
All right. Last but not least.
And before 6 months from now, he's talking about how much of a failure his new channel was.
I just want to remind everyone, since it is early in the month, and since we have 28 people who were declined on Patreon, I can't do the patrons thank you roll because it's not done yet. It's just in process
Fuck you.
right now.
Fuck you, patrons. I gotta wait till your money clear all the way.
I need to add to it. So for this week, there's no patron roll. There will be one next week. Okay. But one thing I just want to say, and I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I can't really say it too much or too candidly because then
where are we going with this?
Reveal something. But anyway, if you notice something going on, or you notice a change, or you notice something, all right, and I'm not talking about it, and you're still wondering about it, the bottom line is I'm probably not talking about it for a reason. I do everything I do for a reason, if you believe it or not. Like there may be something where, oh, this seems like this isn't correct. Now I'm not talking about a typo in the name of a video or something like that. I'm talking about, oh, something with Phil's business seems to has changed. I wonder, why this is happening. It's probably for a reason, and it's probably for a good reason, and more than likely it's helping. And if I were to suddenly make a big announcement about it, it would just unfortunately backfire. There's some stuff that I do from time to time behind the scenes for the business, for the videos, for everything, that hopefully benefit them in the long run, okay? But I don't publicly talk about all of it because
the fuck is this random speech?
Oh, let's spoil it, right? So please, if you notice changes, things like that, and I'm not talking about a typo or anything like that, but if you notice, wow, there used to be something that used to be one way, now it's different, I wonder why, give me the benefit of the doubt and understand it's for the best, all right? Especially with this new year, hit the ground running positively with the new stuff and everyone being engaged and excited for the new stuff. That's what I need. I don't need people who are distracted by silliness, and, that's why you're going to see some changes happen, all right? But take my word for it. Please give me the benefit of the doubt. You'll see what I mean, hopefully in a couple weeks. But
What
anyway,
was this
I'm
weird
excited for
speech
this
at
month.
the
I'm excited
end?
for whatever new game I start this week, to finish up stuff this week that I've been
What a
doing for a
weird
long time,
weekend preview
to
this
do
turned
year-end
out to
series,
be.
which I love doing. I'm just very pumped, and I hope that you're excited too.
Like,
for
I
all
don't
the
even know
stuff
what to
that's gonna
say
be
about
coming out
this. I'm
shortly.
confused.
Okay. That is it for the weekend preview.
Give
Thank
him the
you for
benefit of the
watching,
doubt,
everyone.
of
Like I
course.
said, no patrons rolled tonight, but thank you to those who did pledge. Hopefully we get stuff cleared up. Hopefully next week on the weekend preview I can say, Rockathon, baby. We're doing the Rockathon. I want nothing more than that. Seriously. Like, I want to do it again. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll have good news for you next week. All right? Peace out, everyone. Enjoy all the new videos I put out this week. And I'll see you next weekend for more info. Peace out and good night.
What a weird weekend preview this turned out to be. What the fuck was that random speech at the end? And of course you can nitpick it and say, oh, well, you not doing montages a few months after you started doing them was a good decision for your business. And you could say, oh, well, you streaming less instead of more was a good decision for your business. And you could say, oh, well, you leaving Twitch was a good decision for your business. And then later on you said YouTube views on the streams don't really mean anything because it's fan service. But then a few months before that, when you first started streaming on YouTube, you said you was able to make money on the views, and you said the views is good and all of that and all of that. And you can say, oh, you say that about like almost everything you do. If most of the stuff he did was a good decision for his business, he wouldn't have a Patreon in the first place because he would be doing good enough to not need one. Basically. If DSP wanted to confuse me, he did. Good job. I appreciate it. Still don't remember what I wanted to say earlier. Disappointed about that. Let's go on a field trip. Let's look at his Patreon. Enter button still works. That's good. $1,668, 188 patrons. Not a $75 perk anymore, which is exciting, I'm sure. Picture of boobs. Okay. Let's see what people are posting. You fucking suck, I'll kill you. Okay. What the fuck? I will fucking kill you and DSP. Okay. And we get these people, the stars of one of my last videos. We're not even talking about them right now. Oh, the shenanigans of Darkside Phil. But yeah, the last couple of weeks ain't really been much to talk about, which is good for him. I still can't believe this fucking asshole tried to pledge a goddamn gift card. But yeah, not much, which is good. Not much to talk about, which is good. Gonna be doing a video, like I said, on his end of the year series, like all of his shit in one thing. It probably won't be long, because I think his end of the year videos are pretty short, like 5 minutes or so. But yeah. Sorry for making such a boring video, by the way. But hopefully I said some stuff that was entertaining, or at least interesting. Kappa. But I'll see you in the next video. Let's read some comments. Hey Phil, I heard it on a podcast, blah, blah. Is it going to be on a podcast? I'm currently in talks to appear on the show, but it will not be this week. KG Hallion said, what podcast? White Boy 7th Streets, the podcast show. I did not know how to pronounce this fucking name forever until I actually read it. But shout out to him. I was in his stream earlier and I won a copy of H1Z1, which is exciting. You guys are kind of the original Call of Duty guys. And you are the original LP guy. Yeah, sure. Apparently he had a typo in the title originally, and it said 2015. Why should he not mention Patreon or make a new channel? I think he mentions it more than he really should. Somebody must have posted a comment. I guess it got deleted. Bullshit. Well, not bullshit, but bullshit about Assassin's Creed. Phil, you are a terrible businessman. Don't talk about personal stuff or your income. You should focus more on game reviews or walkthroughs. Be funny and entertaining. What kind of not requirement. What kind of thing is that to ask of someone? Be funny and entertaining. But some people think he is. If you don't think he is, then that means he's just not your type of Let's Player. Like, some people think my boring ass video is entertaining. Get better at video editing. Go out, do interviews. Bungie, Valve, Nintendo, Microsoft. Yeah, they're gonna hire him. Lots of gaming news out there. Put a smile on people's faces and they will send you a donation. No more negative shit or Patreon. No need for a new channel. So yes, delete his Patreon. Get rid of more than $1,000 of free money a month. For fuck's sake, don't get reckless. Put yourself together. You look desperate. This dude was all over the place in this comment. I understand where we was going with it though. And oddly enough, the replies are deleted. But this comment is still here. I guess the replies are people that are already shadow banned. Yeah, too late for him. He has personal issues. I don't hate him, but fuck with a train wreck. Yeah, poor business skill. Not willing to change the list. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. This comment probably going to be deleted by the time you see this video. Well, no, because DSP sleep. So it's going to be deleted by tomorrow. Because I can't leave mean comments under my videos. Oh, no, guys. Anyway, I'm fucking rambling. But hopefully, next time you see me, I'll have actually entertaining shit to put out. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to watch, I don't fucking know, videos.